5:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, May 22nd, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I want to thank I want to thank everybody for tuning in. As we can see, we've got a little bit of red in the markets. We've got XRP down 1.79%, but it's still well within this inverse head and shoulders. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. As always, I'll let the live go as long as it's necessary. If there's nobody in here, I'll just do a normal update, and then I'll release it if we get a lot of back and forth. This usually goes about an hour or so, sometimes a little longer. So it all depends on the back and forth. It's all of a sudden gotten windy here, which is it's a nice thing to see because it is very hot out right now. It's about 80, something like 86 degrees. JW, welcome in, my friend. Thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. Eddie, good evening. Vincent Ortega, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 2 months with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News. Jorge, good evening. John Hall, welcome in, brother. Good to see you in here. Mark Caston, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 2 months with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News. Jason Setta, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. Mario Luis Willemese, welcome in as always. Love the name. UK Phil, welcome in, and thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XRP Meteor. And I think I seen yesterday, because I don't think it was you online, but I think I seen your grandson playing Fortnite yesterday on your account. I was gonna send an invite, but then I didn't wanna intrude. So a few things, a topic of discussion. First of all, we have to really pay attention to the XRP setup. It hasn't even come close to invalidating this inverse head and shoulders. So when we're looking at this formation, it is kind of tricky because we're still well within this inverse head and shoulders. It's just a matter of, does it finish all the way to 57.4 cent area? That's the big question. Can we get all the way up to that area? And that's where I anticipated it to go. But right now we put in a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern. And what do we always say? Typically when we break out of a pattern formation, we typically, even no matter how far we break out, we will typically back test this formation. So we came through, and at the end of this, we created this descending formation. We bounced out, but now it looks like we may have eyes to come back to the 51.3 cent level if it wants to continue playing down. However, when I look at this formation, we still have to break some key areas. We're starting to break down a little bit now, but if we break this 200 here, there's no doubt that we're probably coming down here. Like, it's almost unheard of when you break out of consolidations, no matter how volatile of a swing up you have, to not retest the breakout point. So we'll be looking further into this during this live. We'll also be looking into Bitcoin. How it's down 597 points, unable to hold that 70,000 level, but there's still 2 hours and 19 minutes until the daily close. So we'll see exactly how this shakes out in that time frame. We'll take a look at the XRP Bitcoin pairing as it's down about 0.91%. I bought another $155 yesterday. Still up a small amount, but not much. It's very small amount. Actually, no, I think it's down now. 0.91%. So I'm probably down about 0.3% now. I didn't realize it was under 760. Last I seen was 762. Excuse me. But I have about $4,200 in it. Still looking for that moment when we actually have that, we have that moment where we can actually, have the actual breakout. We've had a lot of consolidation, but I'm looking for that actual breakout moment. So we'll see if and when that occurs. John Page says the bill passed. Which one, John? Oh, well, the crypto bill. Corey Zimberg, welcome in, and thank you for tuning in. Good evening from the D. Welcome in from Detroit. I'm not too far from you, within a half hour, friend. Not a far away at all. Interesting. We'll have to look at that. Is that some breaking news here with the crypto bill? So we'll definitely take a look at that. If you could, please hit that like button so YouTube recommends this live. And I struggle very hard to get my content out there. So if you could hit that like button so YouTube recommends my videos, it'd be greatly appreciated. And in the crypto sphere as a whole, the crypto topics are being suppressed, whether by choice or by reason. And a lot of people are losing interest, obviously. So by hitting that like button, you allow my content to get pushed through the recommendations, and you allow me to end up on the YouTube in the algorithm so that I pop up on your news feed when you search through YouTube. So first thing though, we'll read through the crypto bill now that we know. But we had an update because a Ripple exec slammed Gary Gensler amid the ongoing battle with the SEC. But we're gonna have to look at this developing story here with the crypto bill. Someone has said in the chat that it has passed. If it passes Congress, so we'll have to wait for some official, let's see, have said it provides a clear regulatory framework for digital assets instead of relying on 90-year-old securities law. Don't you think they should have did this before the whole Ripple fiasco versus the SEC? So yeah, so we'll watch the developing stories there. We'll also read this because I want everybody to see exactly what's going on with the Ripple execs. And then we'll continue to look at XRP as the inverse head and shoulders is still intact. So until that breaks down, this pattern is still bullish. And furthermore, we still have maintained this cup and handle formation, which we thought that we were creating an inverse head and shoulders. So we'll see if it can play out or if it's going to break down. You know, something's gone pretty wrong if, again, we can't hold that 513 level. That 513 level right now is a big level because you do not want to keep losing that inverse head and shoulders handle support. Or I mean the cup and handle support. So we'll pay attention to that. But we'll get into all this and more. We'll get into all this and more after I play a little intro. I've already said, I'd already timestamped this, but I want to give everybody to hit that moment to hit that like button. I thank the 60 of you, 59 of you for being here already. If you hit that like button, you'll allow me to expand this great audience, and we'll be able to reach a wider audience, especially in the slow time in crypto. So I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. More than anyone I think would really even acknowledge or understand. So make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this update. If you're looking to trade crypto, in the video description below or pinned comments is BITUNIX. So take a look there at MEXC. Actually, it's not even in the pinned comments. I'll put it there. But that should be there. So make sure to hit that like button. I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. So welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I greatly, greatly appreciate each and every one of you. There's at least the MEXC one, but later on I'll share BITUNIX. I'm not even too worried about it this evening to share it. But I do appreciate everybody for continuing the due diligence. I seen a lot of questions earlier about my son, so I'll just update you. He went to the pediatrician. He had a checkup for the first time since being released from the hospital, as he was in for 4 days from dehydration after being sick. And he's been out for going on 2 weeks this Saturday, but he went to the pediatrician today at 8:30 this morning. Everything went very well, better than you could have expected. So he had a great checkup. They did ears, eyes, all this other stuff, some advanced testing that I've never actually seen. And yeah, they did everything, and he checked out, got a clear bill of health. They're happy about everything, so he doesn't need to go back for a few months until, you know, your wellness check and all that nonsense. So yeah. And they were cool about the not having the blah, blah, blahs. They did bring it up once because they wanted to do 2 of them, and I said absolutely not. So yeah, so for all the concern everybody showed from, I appreciate it. He's outside right now playing. Actually, I'll show you guys him real quick. Since everybody always asks me how he's doing, I'll show you him. You won't be able to hear me, but I'll show you him for a brief second. And like I always say, I'm very appreciative of everybody who showed concern for my son while he was, you know, not doing so well. He's had a pretty rough life as he broke his femur when he was 6 months old in a really bad car accident. And he goes through therapy to this day. But he started school a couple weeks ago. He's been very happy with it. His last day this week is tomorrow. But he's been doing a lot better. So I wanted to do my live while he was outside because he likes listening. And I didn't want to go inside and do it at 6:30. So yeah, I understand I might not get as many people. But I believe it's all about the consistency. And when I go on, the ones who are paying attention will be in here. And then, you know, some people, they're not going to be able to watch it when we're live. But they'll be able to watch this as I release this, as it gets updated to YouTube as well. So everybody always has the opportunity, even if they can't catch it while I'm live. And man, holy moly. I was not expecting this wind like this out here. It was not like this before I started the live. Wow. That's what I get for doing this outside and having the greatest workstation of all times, the top of my car that I haven't drove in a couple years. And I think at this point, the only reason I'm keeping it is because it's my stand outside when I do my lives. But yeah, welcome in. Wow, there's a lot more people that are commenting now. Wales, welcome in, and thank you so much for being in Tom's Army. I greatly appreciate you, my friend. But yeah, so let's read through what the Ripple exec said. So here's what the Ripple execs say, and we'll look at the bill, the crypto bill here, that looks like it passed FIT 21. James, welcome in, and says, hey, Tom of XRP, but why is it so far behind all the other cryptos? It's the SEC lawsuit, friend. The only thing that's really holding us back right now is they need to unlock the potential to run this up through institutions, but right now they're being hindered. We can't move it enough. It's all part of the plan, though. It's in a deep consolidation, and this is one of those moments where it's building pressure, building pressure, building pressure. And over several years it's taken, but it's going to get a massive springboard, like Corey said. EOC says, look like FIT 21 is passed. That's what we're hearing. And if that's the case, this is big for the XRP case. It really is. It just adds more regulatory framework. And the SEC chair opposed it, obviously, but he didn't. James, yeah, I hope that was a good explanation. Sean says his turbo bag is about to go 10x. That is excellent, Sean. And welcome in my main man from Maine. I appreciate you tuning in as always. I'm so glad that that's working out for you. I remember when we did the analysis of it a while ago, and we talked about if it held the consolidation, it had a massive potential there. And it definitely held the consolidation, and it took off. It took off. Yeah, see, I don't see anything where it's showing it on, that it's showing it on the mainstream, at least when I search it, but I've heard a lot of people say it's been passed. I just can't confirm nor deny it. I've heard it myself as well. So here we go. And thank you everybody for tuning in, and make sure to hit that like button. 75 people watching, 48 have hit the like button now. Thank you so very much. So very much. So, and Gary Gensler got slammed, and as we all know, he opposed this crypto bill. So Ripple XRP case update, as Ripple exec slams Gary Gensler amid ongoing SEC battle. Ripple XRP case update. Ripple exec Stuart Alderodi voiced against SEC chair Gary Gensler amid the intensifying legal battle, highlighting the broader impact for the crypto industry. You all done, Bugs? You going inside? He just waved. He waved. I think he's done. Hold on, Bugs. Ripple's CLO accuses SEC chair Gary Gensler of overstepping authority and becoming a political liability. The recent comments reflect how crypto has emerged as a key aspect in the U.S. presidential election. Uniswap references Ripple's case and its legal battle with the SEC regarding airdrops. So this is interesting. I love reading this stuff with my friends here in the audience. I really, really do. We're doing a real service here, all of us together, trying to get this information out here in the right way, and just trying to really pass a lot of information so you can be educated and informed, not just from the charts, but the news alike when you make a decision on Ripple, XRP, or some of the other cryptos you're interested in. The legal skirmish between Ripple and the SEC has taken a fiery turn. with Ripple's chief legal officer, Stuart Alderodi, sharply criticizing SEC chair Gary Gensler. Meanwhile, Alderodi's recent aim against the SEC chair underscore the escalating tensions as the case progresses, highlighting the high stakes involved for both Ripple and the broader cryptocurrency industry. In addition, it also reflects how crypto has emerged as an important aspect of the U.S. presidential election. Ripple CLO takes aim at the SEC chair Gary Gensler. Stuart Alderodi, Ripple's CLO, recently expressed strong criticism towards SEC chair Gary Gensler on X. In his post, he accused Gensler of overstepping his authority and becoming a political liability. Precisely, he stated. Gensler overplayed his hand. He thought crypto was an easy target. He relished being the guy that everyone loved to hate. He thought he was above congressional oversight. That's all gone. He's now a struggling political liability. Notably, the comment reflects the growing frustrations within the cryptocurrency community. Meanwhile, this comment was in response to another post highlighting the unusual political spotlight on the SEC. The user pointed out that it's unprecedented for a presidential candidate to mention the SEC chair by name, or for a sitting president to threaten to veto SEC-related legislation. This political dimension adds another layer of complexity to the ongoing legal battle. Uniswap battle sparks discussions. The Ripple case's influence extends beyond its immediate parties. For context, Uniswap has... Oh, wow. I unplugged this on accident. And the whole reason I brought this in... Why did this... Oh. I plugged it into my phone. It's supposed to be my tablet. The whole point I brought this out is because my tablet would have died. It was at 16%, so... I have a hookup outside through where I plug my light in. It has a plug fixed app, whatever. You guys get it. So the Ripple case's influence extends beyond its immediate parties. For context, Uniswap has referenced the Ripple case in its legal fight with the SEC, particularly concerning the nature of airdrops. Meanwhile, pro-XRP lawyer Bill Morgan noted, Uniswap felt the need to argue that airdrops are not investment contracts. The SEC must have referred to airdrops in the Wells notice. Morgan highlighted the SEC's inconsistent position, stating, it makes no sense that some tokens given away are inherently not securities and other tokens sold are inherently securities. It must be the circumstances of the sale. This shared legal struggle underscores the broader implications of the Ripple case. In other words, the SEC's approach to regulating digital assets is under intense scrutiny, with major players in the crypto space closely watching the outcomes. Meanwhile, the legal battle intensified with the SEC's recent filings. Yes, we've been seeing FIT21 got the votes to pass. That's the crypto bill. We're just waiting to see some, or at least I am, some broader confirmation so we can talk about it a little bit more, or at least read some kind of detailed documentation. But yeah, that is great news. Meanwhile, the legal battle intensified with the SEC's recent filing against Ripple motion to seal and redact certain information. On May 21st, the SEC argued that Ripple's request to conceal financial and security sales information from the public was unlawful. In the latest filing, the regulator claimed that the details Ripple seeks to redact, such as financial figures, sales data, and discounts to institutional investors, are crucial for the court's decision-making process. Besides, the SEC emphasized that this information is vital for understanding the penalties and remedies in the case. They argued that Ripple failed. Ooh, here we go. FIT21 bill right here, this right at the bottom. They argued that Ripple failed to demonstrate how making this information public would cause substantial injury. In addition, the SEC noted that some of the information Ripple wants to conceal is already publicly available or outdated. We read through all of it yesterday. We read all through the 6-page official document to the SEC's rebuttal. So anyhow, this is some breaking news here. The FIT21 crypto bill passing. This is very big news indeed. I may need to change the title of my live if I can. I don't even know if I can. I really don't even know if I can. We'll find out right now. But this is big news. This is big news. And this is something we desperately needed, folks. We desperately needed this for the crypto bill. And please make sure to hit that like button. This is one of those updates where you desperately need to hit that like button. If for no other reason, so that we can share this to a wider audience. Seriously, this is some big news. This is going to be some big news. And at some point here, folks, I'm telling you right now, our due diligence is going to pay off. And we were years and years ahead when we were trying to do our stuff. So this is pretty damn interesting. This is going to be pretty damn interesting. I don't know what this is going to do for crypto in the short term, but you would expect this could make crypto rally here. John Page, my son is doing great. I actually showed him on the air just now. At the start, he was playing with some water toys outside, but he's doing great. He's doing great. He had a doctor's appointment at the pediatrician today for the first time after his stay at the hospital for dehydration from being sick and stuff. And yeah, when you get back, you want to come out? Yeah, no, you don't have to come out. Yeah, we got time. But he's doing great. He's doing great. He went to the doctor today. He had to have his checkup after, you know, it's been about 10 days since he's been out of the hospital. So he had his pediatrician appointment. And everything came back great. His ears and eyes, they did an advanced test. Did beautiful. They did his stomach, his throat. They looked at everything. His weight was good. Everything was good. So they gave him a clean bill of health. They couldn't be happier. They don't want to see him again until, you know, before next school year when they do the wellness check, because you have to go to before the school year starts, as you guys know. So the next time he goes to the doctor will be sometime probably late July, early August, just to get his clean bill of health, you know, so that he can go back to school. But he's been back to school the last 2 weeks. He started, and he's just doing fantastic. He was outside playing, so some of you got to see him playing with his water toys, which I'm internally blessed about that you guys got to see that. And I'm just so happy that so many of you care about my son's well-being. It really means a lot to me. Like, literally, it means a lot to me. And in my title, I'll change it after this is released, and I'll put about the FIT 21 crypto bill passing. So I'll change my title once this live ends, when I'm able to change it, and I'll have it reflect the two things that we're talking about. Also, the stuff we talked about with Ripple exec slamming Gary Gensler. Colin, no, I don't think we'd be lucky. I just think it takes time. No, Colin doesn't need to go to sleep. He's expressing his opinion just like we are. I think he's fine. He might be sleeping on XRP, but that's the point. That's what we want to see. We want to see more people that are not necessarily slamming us, just they've lost faith, or they have no faith, or they never had any faith in XRP. So that's XRP's job to prove the ones like Colin wrong. Not that I actually appreciate that he's stating his opinion. Makes it more interesting in here. Tanya, welcome in, love. Thank you so much for continuing to tune in and being in Tom's Army for well over a year. I can't thank you enough. I really can't thank you enough. And yeah, my son's doing great. It's amazing the turnaround he's had in the last couple weeks. And it's amazing. It really is. True, welcome in. And thank you for being a long-standing member of this community. Really long-standing. Yes, if you're bullish after this crypto bill passed, hit that like button. We have 104 people watching. 72 people have hit that like button. Hit that like button if you're bullish on crypto right now. FIT 21 crypto bill passes. Ripple versus SEC impact. Torres decision and XRP Army's role in the bill. So, and this is breaking news here, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Vicky, welcome in, love. And thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 3 months with the XRP Predictor. I hope you're healing up beautifully, love. I hope you're healing up very nicely. I really do. I really do. And it's such an honor to see you in here. It makes me so happy to see you in here. You're one of the people in here I see, and it just makes me light up. You, Tanya, a lot of other people in here. JW. I mean, I could go on and on. Mo, Messi, everybody. It's everybody in here. So there's so many people in here that when I see them in here, it makes me Kryptonian. I see in here, I've been in Tom's Army for over 6 months. That's another one. Like, you guys that continue to come back over and over and over, even though no longer Tom, a year. Missed you. I've missed you too. I've missed you all so much. Let's see. Anyhow, let's read through this. Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act, FIT 21, gets majority boost in the U.S. House. What a flip the Democrats made. And I'm not into politics, but that was a big flip. A section in the crypto bill aims to clarify treatment of digital assets sold pursuant to an investment contract. House Committee on Agriculture has criticized Gary Gensler and the SEC for the political nature of their position. I mean, guys, I'm telling you, everything we've done with XRP, I'm telling you as well that XRP Bitcoin pairing is out of whack. And I'm going to continue to buy more. I hate XRP community. Why do we get... I mean, if you're getting scammed, that's on you. But I've made profit hand over fist in the community. So, I mean, maybe the ones who are willing to do that, they're not able to read a financial market. It's that simple. Some people hold through bull to bear markets and they lose their ass. And then they got to wait for the next one. It's not XRP's fault. That's just, you got to understand how to trade. I've never made more money in crypto the last couple of years. I can be honest. I'm probably one of the few people you watch that was up big in crypto despite it being in an all-out bear market because of the timeliness of our trades. I'm not afraid of the markets. I like volatility. I'll be the first to admit it. The U.S. House of Representatives voted on the Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act, FIT 21. Mark Caston, thank you so much for the $2 donation. First donation of the evening. I don't know where everybody came from all of a sudden. 103 people. Wow. Lonzo, welcome in. Baby Fist, welcome. Hi, Def. Good evening. Glad to see you back in the audience. So, the first step of a U.S. regulatory framework to achieve regulatory clarity for digital assets. Ripple versus SEC lawsuits. Judge Therese summary judgment and support from XRP Army, including lawyers, have played a critical or crucial role in preparing for the landmark bipartisan crypto bill, as per pro-XRP lawyer John Deaton's Crypto Law. And if you don't know, Kryptonian, I'm so glad that you were able to catch live. Yeah, they don't inform anybody really of my content for a while now, so it's been really hit or miss. So I've been just going on live somewhere around 5:30 or 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Since my son started school, it's been a lot more around 5:45, 5:30, I've noticed. So for anybody who doesn't know, the FIT 21 crypto bill has passed. The U.S. House, the Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act, FIT 21, HR 4763, will provide regulatory clarity over the regulation of digital assets and protect consumers, becoming the most important crypto bill to date. The Republican-favored crypto bill has become a key discussion amid the upcoming election this year. And honestly, guys, I'm not in favor of any crypto regulations at all. Because at the end of the day, this is still a crypto regulation is what's going to end up. It's going to regulate crypto in some way. I don't want that. I want it to be free-flowing. Give me all the chaos so that we can have the exorbitance up and downs. That's what I want. That's why I like crypto. It might not be so intriguing if they start passing all this nonsense like the stock market, in my opinion. Some Democrats have also supported the crypto bill that will provide clarity regarding which regulator, either the SEC or CFTC, which I've already said the Commodity Futures and Trading Commission absolutely has the oversight. I don't give a rat's ass what Gary Gensler or the Securities Exchange Commission said. When they said that Bitcoin was being ruled on by or regulated or being watched over by the CFTC, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, that told me that they were a commodity, not a security. That meant all crypto is a commodity. So of course it's not going to be the SEC. That whole thing's going to be a whole bunch of horseshit. The whole point, like we said in 21, The whole reason for the XRP or the Ripple lawsuit for SEC was to expose it. This is all by design. It bought the government 3 years before they had to put any regulatory oversight into place. This could have just been done 3 years ago when they said who had the right. So, blah, 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 blah. U.S. House Ranking Member. Oh, Joshy Sauce, thank you so much for the $1.99 donation. I greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate that. You are welcome, my friend. You are welcome. Member Maxine Waters, a big sleazeball, but I won't get into it. A big useless pile of sap. Says the bill, and that's how I'm going to announce it. U.S. House Ranking Member, pile of sap, says the bill is not fit for purpose and can create massive loopholes. Democrats spoke against the crypto bill. Meanwhile, the White House and it will not issue a veto threat against Fit for the 21st Century Act if passed in the House. The hashtag not fit for a purpose act as legislation would create a massive loophole that would allow fraud to proliferate and result in devastating losses for crypto consumers, investors trying to save for retirement, colleges. This is all bullshit. If they really cared about this, if these pathetic human beings really cared about us, which they don't, they would have never went after Ripple in the way they did. Look how it negatively impacted us. So they're going to tell you they care about us, but at the same time cost us thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. You don't even understand how much they've cost us. It maybe saved us as well because now we're able to get into deeper positions or cheaper positions. But they've cost us so much. They don't give a rat's ass about us. They can just stop that whole line of nonsense. I'm sorry. And JW, I'm going to back it off. I know I'm getting too off the deep end, but I'm going to back it up. Free Toast, welcome in, homie. I'm so glad to see you in here. Crypto Law Founder by Deaton John Law Firm. The Deaton Law Firm said Ripple versus SEC lawsuit Judge Therese decision in the case in XRP Army's relentless pressure to seek clarity have helped in addressing the creation of the bill. A section in the crypto bill aims to clarify treatment of digital assets sold pursuant to an investment contract. A digital asset sold or transferred or intended to be sold or transferred pursuant to an investment contract is not and does not become a security as a result of being sold or otherwise transferred pursuant to that investment contract. It reads, Judge Therese affirmed this is the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit that the token itself is not a security such as programmatic sales, as we learned last July in 2023, programmatic sales by exchange, but offers and sales of the token to institutions are securities, which makes no damn sense. The XRP community called for amendments in the existing security laws for practicality to the new technologies. Crypto Law stated that SEC Chair Gary Gensler opposes the FIT 21 as he wants to continue arguing against Judge Therese's summary judgment. House Committee on Agriculture has criticized Gary Gensler and the SEC for the political nature of their position. It also highlighted that the XRP decision in July 23 was key development in creating a regulatory framework. So let's read this. The House Committee on Agriculture, Chairman G.T. Thompson, myth versus facts. Fit for the 21st Century Act. Yeah, we're anything but fit here in the USA, so we might as well talk fit. Because they care about our fit and us being healthy. And our bank accounts, they show it every single day how much they truly care about us. Tom, I posted in Telegram the statement from Biden. Ooh, let me look on my phone real quick. For some reason, my Telegram won't go back on my tablet. I can't figure it out. It always has a bug on it, and it just won't work. Let me see. I got an idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this to my email. No, I'm going to share this on X. Yeah. Thank you, Tanya. I'm going to share this on Twitter. And then I'm going to pull this up on Twitter after we read this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tanya, love. I really appreciate your you doing that. You saved me time, and not just that, I probably wouldn't even have done this. So you've given us content as well here. This is beautiful. All right, so share. Let's go more. Let's go to my, where the heck's the email? Gmail. No, I don't want to search the image. I love it, everybody. I love it. You gotta love it. If you don't love what you do, you can't do what you love. Sounds stupid, but it's true. Think about it. If you can't love what you do, you can't do what you love. Just think about that. Honestly. Let's see. From me to me. What do you mean? I just want to send it to myself. I'm cool. Wow, Randad, thank you so much for the $19.99 donation. Holy magolies. I haven't talked about a donation in 3 days, and I've got donations all 3 days. You guys are spectacular. You really are. You really, really are. So here, we'll read that after. What Tanya sent. But Tanya, thank you so much. It's in my email, so I'll be able to go to it very quickly. But let's read this. So, myth. All digital assets other than Bitcoin are securities and should be regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. False. That's a myth. Fact. Not all digital assets are securities. While some digital assets can be offered as part of an investment contract and some may be tokenized, a clear framework for determining when a digital asset is not a security is critical. The SEC relies on the Supreme Court's Howey test to characterize certain digital assets as securities because they may have been offered as part of an investment contract. There is significant ambiguity with respect to how the Howey test should be applied to digital asset transactions. The XRP decision in July of 2023 determined that XRP was only part of an investment contract when offered directly by Ripple to institutional investors. The decision called into question the SEC's position that practically all digital assets are securities. The SEC's policy was rejected by the court, which highlights the need for legislation. As the SEC, CFTC, and the courts have opined, some digital assets do not have the traditional characteristics of a security and therefore should be considered non-security digital assets. These digital assets can be regulated as securities. The digital assets that have been recognized as non-security digital assets or digital commodities account for approximately 70% of the market cap for digital assets. Well, no, duh, because they're calling Bitcoin and Ethereum, well, at least Bitcoin, not a security, and they've said the same thing over and over about Ethereum, no matter how much they want to flaunt, like they're going to go after them. Today, there is no comprehensive federal regulation of the cash or spot trading of digital commodities. Additionally, there is no regulatory framework to address the circumstances in which a digital asset that is not itself a security and was once offered as part of an investment contract can be considered a digital commodity. To ensure customers are protected and preserve market integrity, Congress must establish regulatory framework for the cash or spot trading of digital commodities. As such, the Act establishes a process to permit the secondary market trading of digital commodities which were initially offered as part of an investment contract but are not themselves considered securities. Digital assets facilitate financial crimes such as money laundering, blah, blah, blah. Everything is money laundering. They can call everything money. So we're going to read what Tanya sent me in just a second. I just want to look at a chart real quick. We're almost 40 minutes. Holy crap, 40 minutes in already. And we still got some reading to do. XRP's bounced back to 52.8 cents. This should be good news for XRP. But we need to get over the 53.7 cent level. That should open up the door to 57.4 cents, roughly. Anywhere between 57.1 and 57.4 cents. That is what I'd be anticipating. If we break the 200-day down here, right around 52.1 cents, then we should backtest, and I could still see an overzealous sell-off to backtest 51.3 cents, but we'll see. Only time will tell. I'm not, after my little leverage trade I made the other day, well, it was a 105%er. But after that, I'm not leverage trading this market until I find another real opportunity. So right now, I took my profits out, and now it's my job here to continue to build into the XRP Bitcoin pairing, to continue to ride my XRP healthcare. We're continuing to ride. I have a 2.7 cent average. It's up 6.5% today, or 4% depending on exchange, so we'll just say 4%. But this has been one bag that I've been staking it for 20% over 6 months. It's 2 months into the stake right now. So It's been doing fantastic. I have over 55,000 tokens. So this is a little structure it's in. It bounced off the back test. It hasn't been able to push the resistance yet, but we're basically bouncing in what could be conferred as a little inside out wedge here that's forming. But if we can get above this resistance level now, which in time, if we can continue to hold the support, if we can get above that 6.6 level again, we very well could ride up at any moment. It could happen to 11.1. I personally want it to consolidate for a little bit longer so that we can get some sustainability when it rides up. But there is no doubt in my mind at some point, this is going to have just a massive, massive, massive breakout. I don't mean a 1x kind of breakout. This has been beaten up for a long time. Just a long time. So I'm watching this and I'll continue to update everybody on that. But we don't have a lot of time to talk of it today. But it's doing fantastic. It's really doing fantastic. Yep, I've put in probably 12 different portions staked when I was buying it every day. And I was staking every single day at different... so it's pretty nice. But like I said yesterday, see, we got over 100 people and then we get some of the critics back in the audience. That's what happens, but I'm not even acknowledging. I don't give a rat's ass. You guys can talk about whatever you want. I'm just going to continue talking about what I'm talking about. So yeah. So we know where XRP's at. We're looking to make sure we hold that cup and handle support. But we really want to be above that 537 level. So we've got a little bit of work to do here. And in today's candle, we definitely have some work to do. Because the daily candle... I mean, it's technically trying to signal some kind of... It was trying to say reversal, but it's still a little top heavy. Still a little top heavy as well. So... I love it when somebody brings up a meme coin to try to make their argument. Colin, the only thing I'll say to your point is you sound like a jackass for one reason. Are you that poor that you can only trade one asset? And if you are, that's fine, but... Why does everybody will say XRP versus Pepe? That's the argument. Why don't you own both? Like, why can't somebody own both? If I own Pepe, I would own both. You just talk about it when it goes up. I love all you critics. But anyhow, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. You know what else made all-time highs? Gold. But you don't own any gold. Why don't you own any gold? Anyhow, you're into the phony money. You're into the phony money. Colin, the fact you asked why you should own gold tells me everything I need to know about where your fundamental understanding of money versus currency is. You've just answered everything I need to know without even understanding what you're talking about. So for that, I can't respond to you until you understand. You go research the value of gold. And then you come back. So anyhow, we're going to get into what Tanya was talking about. I don't got time for child's play. Honestly, I don't. So, Statement of Administration Policy, HR 4763, Financial. So this is Executive Office of the President, Office of Management and Budget, May 22nd, 2024. The administration opposes passage of HR 4763, which would affect the regulatory structure for digital assets in the United States. The administration is eager to work with Congress to ensure a comprehensive and balanced regulatory framework for digital assets, building on existing authorities which will promote. And if you guys want to relax with me, you can. We're getting towards the back end of this. We got about 15 minutes left. Roughly. So if you want to join with the relaxation, this one's for you, Colin. My gold bought it for me. You know, if you have money sitting to the side, because if you have it all in crypto, if you have it all in Pepe, good luck, because eventually you're just going to lose all your money if you play that game. But you want to put profits into gold and silver before it had the, and now it's up. You know, I bought some gold at $1,600, $1,500, some silver at $13. So when you ask why, because I take my profits and I put it in a store of value instead of the US dollar. Only somebody who has no education would say that there's no reason to own gold. I mean, unless you believe the US dollar is not going to be devalued and you think your $1 bill, because the bottom line is your crypto, you're selling it back into US dollars. Can't pay your mortgage with crypto yet, so you got to sell, got to do something. So you want to store the value with the money that you're able to save. But I understand. So anyhow, so let's see. The administration is eager to work with Congress to ensure a comprehensive and balanced regulatory framework for digital assets, building on existing authorities which will promote the responsible development of digital assets and payment innovation and help reinforce United States leadership in the global financial system. H.R. 4763, in its current form, lacks sufficient protections from consumers and investors who engage in certain digital asset transactions. The administration looks forward to continued collaboration with Congress on developing legislation for digital assets that include adequate guardrails for consumers and investors while creating the conditions needed for innovation. And further time will be needed for such collaborations. So that's the White House's response. So, I mean, obviously shows their lack of intelligence, but hey, I wouldn't expect anything different from the White House. But yeah, so that's all the major things we're seeing today. That's what we're seeing. That's kind of funny, Colin. You're saying that people are mad that you're bashing a crypto coin. I think the funny part about this is like you and Josh, you guys are getting off on the fact that people are talking about something they like. Imagine you're getting so wound up and you're so upset, you have to come in and trash talk, that you would do this. So, anyhow, enough comments for the day. Let's see. All right. So Bitcoin's down 816 points, or down 1.16%. The technical move, if it could have broke up, was 74,634. If it broke down from here, which it hasn't yet, we would come down to the 64,743 area. So, wow. You said stop smoking or quit relaxing while you're working, but you are drinking a beer. Makes sense. Makes sense that you'd criticize the herb or the herb. Makes sense. But, you know, I'm multitasking here. But see, what ended up happening here is we got a little twisted because there wasn't love over. There's not all the love in the comments right now. We've got division. Some people get a kick out of it. You know, I personally, I could deal with that all day with my kids. I don't got time for that. I don't even honestly, when I see it, it inspires me. It inspires me. So XRP Bitcoin, the pairing right now, I still think that it's undervalued. I still think that it's a nice opportunity to build into this, and it's starting to round up again as we speak, and it's starting to try to break over this descending consolidation. That's at the 761 sat level. If it breaks over the 761 sat level, as we've seen before, it came up closer to the 78 level, but right now it would have a little bit of work to do to get up there. But there are much higher targets here if we can break out of this properly. No, it's all right, Jorge. I already know who the disrespectful ones are. That's why I kind of just do what I do now. Anyhow, so we've got the resistance here at the 761 sat level. Then here we've got 775 as a major resistance area. But right now, I mean, we're attempting a little reversal here, but we need to get over the 761, 762 sat level. So That's what I'm looking for. Thank you, Mr. Carter, and we really appreciate you. Really appreciate you. Hashtag mother second choice in the Outback. In the Outback. We're in the Outback. You know what? This is exactly when I would do something from the past. So when everybody gets down, when we get some critics in the house, when we get the bashers, the ones who just can't accept the fact that people might actually enjoy something that they might not understand, and XRP's just not performing like many would want, we get into a little song here. So when everybody gets blue, when everybody gets down, when everybody starts to get at each other's throats, I push positivity over negativity. If you got something to say, say it. But remember, you got your fellow human next to you. If you guys want to bring the trash talk, that's great. But the sun is going to bring us back in the same track. This will definitely send us in the opposite direction, and many of you will leave. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you know what time it is? I know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the sunny days are here again. Oh, sunny days. Oh, what a day. Oh, sunny days. Oh, what a day. I wear glasses 'cause I can't see a motherfucking thing. Happy days. Oh, happy days. Oh, what a day. Oh, happy days. Oh, what a day. XRP will reign supreme. Let's just not get caught in the FUD. Oh, we're gonna crash, and we did, and the critics came out, and they're back, and they're gone, and they run, and they come, and they hide, and they scared, and they run, and they hide, and they don't know what to say. Stay true, stay blessed. So I really do appreciate the ones who have stayed over 3 years to see that evolve. As today, the sun looks rather happy, just casting away all of the FUD, all of the nonsense, and just being positive, because when I leave here, the only thing I'm going to remember is the power of positivity. That's the only thing I'm going to remember. I'm going to remember the good ones, the ones who tried to lend a helping hand, the ones who tried to unify, the ones who are showing excitement for others who are doing something that they like to do and are at a place where they like to be. That's what I'll appreciate. But, you know, that's just me. Some of you will appreciate some other stuff. So, and some of you will just complain. You know, you can pick whichever crowd you want, but if you're complaining in here, I'm pretty sure you're complaining about everything in life and not getting much done. So I would implore you to get things done. Every day you should cherish, because even if you're okay today, you don't know what tomorrow brings. I don't know what tomorrow brings. We don't know what can happen. One day we're talking, the next day something can happen that changes everything. It's happened to me more than once. It's happened to some of you in my audience while you've been watching. So you want to embrace. You want to embrace. You don't want to hate. Huh? Oh, Julie, do you have a cigarette? I don't smoke cigarettes. I just smoke this stuff. So, huh? She does. She's going to grab one. Yep. So anyhow, but yeah, wow, I'm sorry that I see now why you can't smoke starting a new job. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. But yeah, don't take it. I think so many people take advantage when they're feeling good. They take it for granted. They're feeling good, you know, and it's shits and giggles, but it's not. It's not. It's really not. It's more than that. It's more than that. Peyton, watch every day. I appreciate that. And thank you so much for being in Tom's Army for over 2 months with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News. Marco, thank you for tuning in from the Netherlands. He says you can smoke weed all day. I bet you can. I bet you can. But yeah, so. But yeah, this. Sorry, I'm just doing my live. Yes, sir.
No problem.
Anytime you need one, just holler over. We'll grab you one. Yeah, no problem. So, but yeah. So, look at no, wow, you know, I know how it is. You got a job, you can't do what you got to do, and now you want me to stop. And you know, I understand now why you said that. You don't want to see it. I wouldn't want to see it either. I know. I misread, so I got to push with it. No,
You were just hot over the top.
yes. Well, not really. Just exacerbated.
Yeah,
I was leading into a overall point of you can't take things for granted because tomorrow we don't know. You don't know how you're going to be tomorrow. So today we're all good, but tomorrow you might not be. So anyhow, with Bitcoin, it's really, if you look at this, if it does break up from here at 74,168, because we got to see if it can push up. If it doesn't, it's going to find its way back here at 64,838. And real quick before I leave, because we're getting into an hour and I got to go because my son's in there and yada, yada, yada. When next free hits, I'm paying for us to go to Amsterdam. I'm down. I would go. Julie would go. That would be great. But anyhow, I'll look at Gala. Gala had a nice move, and I had it nice and mapped out, and I don't know why I didn't buy it. I mapped this, and Julie knows. I targeted the first move and hit it perfect, and then the eventual targeted move that I could have hit was 5.5, but it did go up some 14% off of this consolidation, and I had it exactly how I wanted it, and it went up about 14%. Actually, more than that. It's consolidated a little bit now from the breakout point. Yeah, it went up 21%, 21.2%, and now it's up about 13% still in current times. But it had a phenomenal breakout. Phenomenal. But right now, if it does consolidate farther, we're going to need to hold that 4.3 level. So there is room for consolidation. But this was a nice breakout, but we haven't confirmed it yet. You can't confirm it until you hold this layer right here around the 465 area. The 465 area. You cannot confirm this breakout until you hit there. It's that simple. Or until you break over and hold. So, but Gala right now is not looking terrible. Just having a little consolidation here. So, but yeah. Anybody who bought that is looking really good right now. Really good. The crazy thing is that it came all the way down to that support structure too. Like on that wick, it hit it twice. And that was such a good area to buy. Such a good area to buy. But, see a lot of people are arguing in the comments. So, I guess before I leave, since
Happy people.
we just want to be happy.
Let's be happy.
Let's see.
Beautiful.
We'll go to music. So everybody heard the Sunny Days song. So I'll leave everybody with this if I can find it, because it's been a while since I went to it. Somebody made the Sunny Days when I sang it clean one time when I didn't swear. And I don't know if they're in the audience still. Sometimes they comment, but it's been a while. But they made this for me. Put it on.
Sunny days, sunny days, here again. Sunny days, here again. Sunny days, here again. Sunny days, here again. I wear glasses 'cause I'm so cool. I can predict the charts. Sunny days, here again. Sunny days, here again. Sunny days, here again. Sunny days. Join Tom's only for $9.99 a month.
A moment of silence for the peace, love, and tranquility that we like to have in here. This evening was certainly not what I envisioned. Thank you so much for the $4.99 donation as we exit. 1970 legend. Tom, can I be a moderator for a few $100s? Yeah, there's no budget, folks. I don't do paid advertisement and all that stuff, so you know, my desk is a bucket. You want to see? You think I got any marketing budget, huh? This is what I... That's how I'm doing this. I got no budget to give anybody to moderate. I barely got a budget to do this damn show. I get so little donations, I had to use credit card rewards to buy this laptop, damn it. No, I'm just... But no, it's... there's no budget. But yeah, have a good evening, everybody. Thank you all. We'll try again tomorrow, and hopefully the power of positivity will shine through, because today we failed.